Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I was sitting here reading the chat and I was like, oh, it's showtime. I got to go. It has a little thing that pops up and says it's showtime. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where we just hang out in here and you guys follow me along on my sewing journey. And I hope I inspire you to put something under the needle. It's great to see everybody here in the chat. So nice. So nice. Where's my coffee? I had it right over here. Little different angle again today. I planned on doing some scan and cut. Hey, you guys, we've got a virtual kitchen. Any quilt retreat worth its salt has a kitchen in it. So wander over there and see. I think Scotty Dog is running the kitchen. There's volunteers in there. And there's a thumbs up button on your way in. Hit that. You can find it right at the bottom of your screen or thereabouts, okay? And Cynthia, I think I saw chocolate milk in the fridge. Go wander over. We've got you taken care of, friend. Yeah, we were talking about, y'all are talking about heat. Oh, 105, 107, 108 for the next 3 days. You know what? It's South Texas. It's summer. That's the way we roll. Good morning. Good morning. Frida was in here because she heard me close the door. She wasn't instantly given a treat. And so she went back out because she heard Daddy making breakfast. So, you know, every once in a while when Daddy makes breakfast, something accidentally hits the floor. We all know how that goes. So, hey, check out my mug. This is official Power Tools with Thread merch. If you are interested in doing that, you can go to beinspiredtees.com and coupon code PTWT15 for 15% off that. Oh, just got an email from somebody. They were going to come to our RV Sew Together in El Campo, Texas, September 19th through the 24th. She was coming all the way from North Carolina, and her husband has medical issues and they've had to cancel. And she would like to sell her spot. So if you are interested in that, please send me an email, and because she can't get a refund at this late date from the RV park. But that would be awesome. We would love to have you and fill that up. Right now, we're at about 30, I think, ish, maybe 32. So we've got folks coming from all over the country. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Sarah's asking the big question. What did I think of the new Aveneer? Hold on, Frito just walked in. We'll get to that in just a second because I saw it like y'all last night. Hi, baby girl. This is Frito, spelled with a T. I say it with a D. This is Frito. She's our little rescue. Oh, big stretch, baby girl. Yeah, look what I got. I brought your treats. You wiggling that little butt. Look at her. Somebody nubbed her tail too short. Here you go, sweet girl. Want those? Oh, she's so sweet. So gentle. She's an Australian cattle dog. And she relocated, they said, from Freer, Texas, which is like halfway between Del Rio and Corpus Christi, or Laredo and Corpus, or somewhere in there. Yeah, good girl. No, Del Rio. Yeah. Eagle, somewhere in there. Good girl. Yes, you got your Dave biscuit. Yes, you did. You got your Dave. That's it, Frito. No more. No más. You speak Spanish. No más. She's so good. She's so good. She got stung by a wasp on the pool deck last month. And so she's been afraid of the pool deck. So we have just started the last couple of days getting her back up there on a leash. She stayed up there with us all night last night. So that was good. You did good, girlfriend. Yeah. Got to get them over that fear, right? So awesome. Oh, hello, everybody. Well, what did I think of the new Aveneer? How about that hoop? 11 5/8 by 18-ish, right? That's something. Let me see. I made notes. So, here we go. Let's see. Okay. 11 5/8 by 18 1/4. So Designs by Juju was watching as well. And she was like, okay, she's got to get busy. So she's got to have backdrops, her quilting backdrops and end-to-end quilting designs large enough to support that hoop. So she knows she's got homework to do. Busy, busy. Let's see. As a digitizer, she's like, really? Can't they just go 12 so I can get 12 by 12 blocks? Why does Frida only get a couple of fish, Mad Crafts? Well, she has to watch her girlish figure. She gets plenty of snacks, believe me. And they're carbs, you know, we try to keep her on protein. So this new beast, the Aveneer, the picture play, embroidery function, ISR intelligent stitch regulation, all kind. There she, yeah. Hey everybody, there's Julie right there from Designs by Juju. There she is. She's like, seriously, can't you make it 12 by 12? We're so happy to have a celebrity in the house. So glad you made it, Julie. Yeah, so that's amazing. I mean, you know, it's going to have a big, huge throat space, and it does have a lot of very cool sewing features on it, where it's got those lines, you know, downward displayed laser lines to help keep you straight on things. And I think that's wonderful. Personally, I don't use the sewing features a whole lot, but I am all about that new hoop, and I cannot wait to play with the new features that are in. Great question, Terry. I'm glad you asked that. So stitch regulation. When a machine does not have stitch regulation on it, it means that, so let's say you set it to 12 stitches per inch or 11 stitches per inch or something like that. It's usually, they usually use it free motion quilting. Okay. If you're going to be free motion quilting on a long arm. So what it means is no matter how fast I move the machine, if I set it to 12 stitches per inch, that if I move it really slow, I'm still only getting 12 stitches per inch. Or if I move it really fast, the machine will pick up speed and still give me 12 stitches per inch. So that's stitch regulation. And that's important. If you have a machine that doesn't, most of our machines have it. I had an old sit down. It was an original Tin Lizzie, did not have a stitch regulator on it. So the slower I went, the tinier the stitches were, or the faster I went, the longer the stitches were, because that machine was doing this no matter how fast I moved the fabric underneath. So that's when I realized I have to have robotics, because robotics have built-in stitch regulation. 18.25, Patty, I'm pretty sure. Isn't that what it was? It's around 18-ish. Yes. Huge, ginormous hoop. Jace wants to know, how many years is a model relevant? You know, now that depends on the brand. Okay. For instance, my Luminaire, it says right here, XP1. So this was the original Luminaire that came out, but Brother is famous for creating updates to the machines or upgrades to the machines. And they just make an upgrade to the brains of it, and you can just install that on the body. Some manufacturers make you buy a whole new machine in order to get the fanciest thing. Is the hoop magnetic? I don't believe so, Mad Crafts. I didn't see that. So yes, you might do stitch regulate. Yeah, you can do free motion quilting. You know, if you want to do this underneath your machine, yeah. Am I getting the new Aveneer, Dana? You bet your bippy, my friend. I'm not picking mine up until October. I'm not going to get mine until October. Yeah. So I think yesterday was just the debut. I don't think, yes, ma'am, Terry, good point. Now, she says stabilizer manufacturers will have to start making wider rolls. Yes, but you know me, I'm going to figure out a way. I like to use no-show mesh in my hoops because I'm a quilt maker. Okay. I like to make soft, you know, I'm table toppers and wall hangings and that kind of thing. So, I'll do 2 layers of no-show mesh and just overlap them a little bit, and they work fine. That works just fine in the hoop too. So yeah, I'm going to get one for sure. I'm not sure when, but I'm thinking October, I think. Yeah, Dime's going to have to come out with a bigger hoop. So good, Dee Dee. Dee Dee got her new PQ 1600. It's a beast, and his name is Brutus. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. She's loving that. She has emailed me and told me that she's loving that PQ 1600. She wanted to be piecing like I do. So they don't make the 1500 anymore. Yeah. Kim wants a simple machine with a big hoop. Usually the larger the hoop, Kim, the fancier, things that come on it, it's unavoidable. But, I'm telling y'all, a 9x14 is a good size. I was playing with the Santa Claus last night, building it in embroidery, in Brilliance, and it fit in that 9x14. So if you can get a machine that has at least a 9x14, you're in business. That's a pretty big hoop. Yeah. Oh, Michelle, you've got that M17. Yeah, that's a nice, sweet machine. Absolutely. Yeah, 72 pounds. Lord have mercy. Yeah, this Luminaire is 44. I thought that was heavy. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, all right. Yeah, Betty Boop says she wants that huge hoop for the 10 needle. I do too. I need to get that. Matter of fact, I need to reach out to All Brands and see if they can get me one. It's a special order. So who knows what that's going to run, right? Okie dokie. So I'm very excited about getting that out, getting that and looking at all of it. I had a lot of fun seeing all the brother educators on Angela Wolf's show yesterday. That was really nice. No, you wouldn't be taking that 72 pounder to classes. No, ma'am. That's right, Carol. Okay. What's the range for the cost? Debbie, I think you could buy a used car. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know what it's going to be. We have to have our machines. Y'all on Power Tools with thread. I got to have it. I got to have it, right? And I'm not sure. I don't believe I'll be keeping the Luminaire. I don't think so. Well, I'm on the internet. I got to have an Aveneer. I got to have it. I've already briefed Keith. He got a new tractor last year. So there it is, right? That's how it goes. Has anyone ordered the new Bernina 990? Nightingale, I have heard people chatting on the internet about it. I don't know of anybody here. I bet there is. Yeah, it's a car. It's a used car, sure enough. It's not a brand new car, but it's a used car. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to also, I said I was going to cut Santa Claus today. Also, time to get going on Harvest Acres on Wander Lane. So I was going to find one of the minis. Oh, is this for November? I see a turkey that says give thanks. I heart fall. Oh, maybe. Oh, there's a schoolhouse one for September, isn't there? Yeah, I'll have to go dig that out because I was going to scan it in. I could do this one. I think maybe this is November's. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't have the right month. Okay. So I could give my Luminaire away on a Friday Live. Yeah, Bernadette, I could, huh? Worth the cost of shipping, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So when I do all my fabrics to get them ready, you can live through me vicariously. All right, Debbie, that sounds like a plan. Yeah. Can I trade in all of my old machines for the Aveneer? Oh, no. If you have the kit, the fabric kit from Two Chicks Quilting for the Merry Christmas quilt. It's not listed on the paper that they sent you for the fabrics. Fabric number 18 for the red brim. I mean, the red body of the hat. The brim is a different one. I think it's this one right here. But fabric number 18 is the red part of the hat. It listed the hat brim under 17 and it didn't put the hat under 18. So I talked to them last night and let them know that. Okay. All righty. So let me show you guys what I did. I need to go out another internet tab and go to the Brother Canvas and get there and show you guys the pieces. Let me log in on my laptop. Yeah, I was playing with this yesterday in Brilliance. It was pretty easy to put together. Very few pieces. Okay. You're too attached to your old machines to trade them in, Amy. I get it. I get it. I know. I get attached to mine too, but there's only so much space. And I'm glad, y'all, I have got this FlexiSpot table. Okay. And this thing will hold up to 700 pounds and it'll let you stand and everything. So it should be able to handle. I still have extra room. I don't know how big the footprint of that Aveneer is, but I've got extra room over here and I've got a little extra room over here. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to handle that. I can handle that. Okay. Whatever the weight is that it's going to be. So I'm glad I've got the FlexiSpot. There you go. You guys are doing great on your chit chat. Kim says, I already warned my husband I'm getting a new machine. You guys, here's my philosophy on that. And I don't care what machine you buy. You get the Vernia, you get the Brother, you get whatever one you want, right? You get that new Janome, whatever you want. It's your turn. Okay. The kids can have the house when you're dead. Use your money now. If you can swing that, 5 or 6 years of 0% interest, I'm sure that'll be offered by the dealers. Do it. All right. Because it's free money. And that's how I bought all of my machines. And then over 5 or 6 years, and you guys know those 5 or 6 years go by in a blink. I'm sure some of them are going to offer like 72 months, just like a car. But, that's the thing. It's our turn. We worked our entire lives for our families and everything else. And I'm dead serious about that. I'm not being flippant. That's how I feel about it. And just pay it on time. Oh, yeah, Kim, don't let that go by or you're going to get your interest. But if you can do it, do it. If you can swing it, do that. So the payment may look like a whole bunch, but when you break it down into 60 months or however many, when you do that, it's worth it. Okay. And then a lot of times too, so I'll say, okay, the payment is a couple $100 a month. Okay. 200, let's say, whatever. What do I spend that's 200 a month? You guys, I don't eat out. We don't eat out, rarely. Okay. So that's kind of the thing that I don't have a car payment. All right. I have structured my life to support my habit of my hobby in my room. And, so it's a thing where that's the decision that I made and I structured my life around that. I would rather be able to play with my machines and buy fabric and all of that than have a car payment. So that's just how it is. And that's the thing. Car payment's gone. Maybe that payment now moves to a new machine or something. Okay. But that's just, yeah, I want that new Brother too. I know. Yeah. Now Vicky traded her Stellaire for a Luminaire and you're learning the features, not trading it. Y'all don't get machine envy. Okay. The only reason I want that Aveneer is for the new big hoop. And I want to play with any kind of new features that it has in its design center. and see what kind of quilting goodies they put in there. I'm very interested about that. I'm using it for quilting with my own machine. Okay. But that's just my philosophy on my sewing expenditures, you guys. Okay. So how much do people spend getting a coffee? I don't buy store coffees. I make my own pods, my own K-cups. I buy the filters and the reusable plastic filters, and I buy Black Rifle Just Black pre-ground coffee, and I make my own. So I cut back in a lot of ways, little bitty ways. I call it nickels and dimes, you know, it all adds up in the end. So there's a lot of things you can do, especially in this economy, right? But yeah, not eating out. Do you know how much money you spend? Oh, yeah. That's from me to you. That's how I do that. Because I see a lot of people say, oh, it's money, money, money. Well, yeah. But and then we have very few subscription services that we pay for. Very few. Keith makes his seam rippers. He says that's his beer money is what he calls it. Yeah. What's my take on trade-ins? Does amount of stitches something to concern? Joyce. These machines, okay. These machines today are made in such a way to have millions of stitches on them, millions and millions. So I only have like 1.5 million on mine. That's a low stitch count on my luminaire, low stitch count. There are machines that come in with 4 million, 5 million stitches on them. But I'll tell you, the way they make the gears in these things now and all of the moving parts, it's not like the old days where they had metal in them and that metal wore down over time. And if it wasn't maintained, it rusted and it just wasn't any good. So these gears now, and they don't have cheap plastic parts in them. They have plastic gears, but they're made out of plastics that will last longer than you do. Okay. So these machines that don't require oiling and all of that, you're really getting high quality machines when you pay for those. So, Melissa, the luminaire has a built-in stitch regulation already on it because you can set that. It's already there. Most of the sewing machines today have built-in stitch regulation on them already. Casey. Becky said I need a 10 needle, not a 6. And you know what? I got to tell you, men appreciate that. Right tool for the job. Okay. So if you're going to go out and buy a multi-needle machine, don't sell yourself short because of money. Don't do it. Okay. If you can swing it, get the best tool for the job. I've had that 10 needle now, I don't know, 5 years or more. Or how 4 years, I don't know how many years. And it's fantastic. I love it. And I would have, if I'd have bought the 6 needle, I'd have been disappointed. I had an MB7 7 needle and I sold it to get this one. And I just think that, buy the right tool for the job. It's just like tools when you're building a house. You want to get the top of the line and have it work well for years and years and years, or you're going to go to Harbor Freight and have it crap out on you after 6 months worth of use. I'm not saying a 6 needle's a crappy machine. I'm saying your skills are going to outgrow it and you're going to be disappointed if you really get into it. So that's right. Connie says her husband appreciates the right tool for the job. He understands. And it's worth it. So, if you've got your husband on board to get a multi-needle, then get the most machine that you can afford. Glenna, what size FlexiSpot do I have? And it adjusts, right? Yes, ma'am. It is. This is the M7, this FlexiSpot. I've got a link to it below in the description box. That's my link. If you use it, I appreciate it. And this table, it is sturdy. It's on metal legs, and it does adjust. And I know if I adjust it, something's going to fall, I think. But it will go up and down. I love the mechanics on it. Let me show you guys. Yeah. So you can just arrow up. Look at that. I got cords that are going to get caught because I don't have it set right. And then it's got automatic. So it has a standing preset and it has a sitting preset. So I can just hit the sitting preset. It goes right back to the height that I like. This is the M7 with the chipboard top in white. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. I've got all kinds of cords and whatnot under here. It's got a little basket in the back that holds any cords. And it is worth it. I really, really like this table. I needed something that could handle the shake of the single needle. Okay. Because I don't need misalignment in my hoop if something's jiggling around too much and, you know, you don't need that. These machines, these bigger machines require a sturdy, stable thing for them. Okay. And this FlexiSpot does that. Will my FlexiSpot accommodate the movement of the larger hoop? Deb wants to know, or will I have to move it? I think it will have to come away from the wall just a little bit because you've got that range, you know, depending on how far back it goes when I'm using that larger hoop. But I only have to move it when I'm using the really big hoop. If I'm using the smaller hoop, you know, no big deal. So, but even right now, it's pulled forward from the table it's next to, goes all the way back to the wall. And this one sits, because there's a window there, it sits about that far away from the window sill. So, yeah. I kind of wish that it had the ability to roll, but that defeats the purpose, right? I like everything on wheels so I can move it around. But I've been very, very happy with it. It certainly is the right one for the luminaire. I used to have it on an IKEA table and it just couldn't handle it. So there you go. Killian says she has a piano she never uses and it needs to go. That's right. Get that out of there. Yeah. I could open the window and have the hoop going out. Deb, you're funny. Yeah, that's good. And then for the 10 needle, I've got that big arrow cabinet that it sits on to be able to handle the shake for that. So, yeah, I do. I love it. It's wonderful. And a lady came to the last guild meeting that I was doing a demo at, and she got the M5, a little bit smaller one than this. I have the M7. She got the M5. She loves it. She said it's fantastic. So if I'm going to recommend something to you guys, it's going to be good and it's going to work. I don't want to recommend garbage to y'all. So I will have to move the table away from the wall, Rebecca. I think you're right. Yeah, I know. So I was looking at, I had shown y'all the butterfly quilt top, ladybug quilt top I made for my granddaughter. And I was going to use these little antenna from Lori Holt's Be Vintage quilt. So I scanned them into the Luminaire and was seeing how they would look on the quilt and everything. And they required some adjustments. So I was able to go on the screen and make them a little bit shorter and not quite so curly Q. Everything was fine. And I think I can do that. And then remember, I was talking about maybe putting little black spots on the ladybug wings. Let me get that quilt top so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh. Hello, Frito. Where did it go? Was it under the scarecrow? No. Under here, Here it is. Found it. All righty. I got to step over my dog. So here's that quilt. And I had wanted to put, this pattern is from Villarosa Designs. And this fabric is from Marie McCormick. She was in a Brady Bunch. So I wanted to put the little antenna. Okay. I thought that would be cute to embroider that on there. And then I thought about putting little black circles. Okay. One of y'all left a comment below the video, brilliant comment below the video about freehand stitching black circles. I can cut all the black circles on the luminaire on the ScanNCut. I could do that. Okay. And then on the long arm, freehand stitch. Okay. To do that while it's on the long arm. That might be a stretch because my freehand quilting leaves a little bit to be desired. I tend to freeze up and it doesn't. And I think I would be real disappointed with about the first 8 ladybugs. So what about couching with the long arm some black chenille dots? What do y'all think of that? I can black chenille it, couch, right, with a long arm, and then make them various different size dots, and then it would have texture. Record and couch. Harriet. Well, I don't know if I have any black chenille. I might. I have some. I don't know if I have black. Do you like the idea? I do too. Oh, good. Michelle, I value your opinion. She says it will look great. Yeah. So if I do black fabric that's pre-cut, the odds of me getting that to look nice with thread are slim. If I couch it with chenille it, then you won't see the stitching, right? Because the chenille it will cover it. Yay, I got your approval. Okay, yay. So, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Matter of fact, I have a whole lot of different colors of chenille it. I might have black. Man, I wish I could overnight some. So anyway, I think that'll work awesome, won't it? And so the chenille, so if you're an embroiderer and you're like, what is chenille it? I have no idea. You remember how counterpane bedspreads, it was a chenille and they had little fuzzy, designs. So there's this stuff called chenille it. It's just this fabric that is cut on a bias. All right. And it has raw edges. And so you stitch it on, couching, it's a great way to use it. So you stitch it on. And then when you get done, you take a little fuzzy brush, like a regular old fashioned hairbrush, and just scrub it and it floofs up and it will hide all your stitches. No antenna on the Ladybug, Yorkie Mom says. Really? No antenna? Maybe just chenille the dots? Oh, okay. Terry likes the texture idea. Yay. Okay. Everybody's on board. Yay. I think that would look really, really nice. No antenna on the Ladybug. So there's a little bit of thought behind that. Some of the Ladybugs antennas, this is the edge of the quilt, so the antenna will go off the quilt. And then some of the Ladybugs heads are, I think I've got one where they're facing each other and there's not enough room for 2 sets. Oh, chenille the antenna too, Peggy. Yeah. Chenille the dots only. Okay, you guys are all over the map. Texture will look great. I think so too. So I must have messed this up. I've got 2 heads looking at each other right here. And their antenna will go all over each other. But I could chenille the antenna. I don't know. We'll have to play with it. You guys are like, I love that. Let me go dig out my chenille. Yeah, that'll be cool. I like that idea. I think couching that using the long arm is a brilliant. I can't wait. I can't wait. How fun. Ladybugs have antenna. They don't? Oh, they don't. I thought I saw some pictures of them. I'll have to look around. You might be right. You know, when you see the little cartoony depictions of them on the Google Images, then they do have antenna. And they have antenna that are curly-cued like this for the little cartoony ones, you know, artist depictions. If you look at the real pictures of them, they just have little tiny, short, stumpy. So, yeah, they are. Yeah, Allison says you guys are, I Googled it. They do, but they're little tiny, short, stumpy, straight antenna. They're not curly. Okay. Okay. Oh, now you guys are in an argument about whether they have antenna or not. Y'all are funny. I could just see you guys at a quilt retreat. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Well, Google, give me my phone. Y'all are funny. They have a little tiny antenna. Okay. That makes me so happy when you guys, you know, we brainstorm this and make it work. I love it. But that just, I was like, chenille, yeah. I don't know. I used to have some down it. No, that's not the right drawer for the chenille. You know what might be cute for the antenna? Alexa says yes. You guys are hilarious. What about little tiny pieces of black rickrack? Wouldn't that be cute? And then I can just straight stitch that little tiny piece of rickrack. That would be adorable. What do y'all think? Can you get a blanket stitch with embrilliance? Yes, KC Shaw, you sure can. Yeah, go to the E-stitch and switch it to blanket. Oh, now you guys are all over it. No, no rickrack. Yes. Overnight from Amazon. Perfect. Okay, so we have a mixed review. I tell you what I'll do. Oh, rickrack. Sally says, yay, rickrack. Y'all are hilarious. I mean, just a little piece. Just a little piece. Imagine this was black, right? And that way that might work better. I'd have to get some mini. They got smaller rickrack too. No? Yes, no? I'm going to have to think about this. So this little antenna will go right here. Okay? And we'd have two of them. Wait a minute. Let's audition this, shall we? If this one's too thick, you say? Okay, so that's kind of what it would look like in black. They have a skinnier rickrack too. No? Yeah, I'll angle it for sure. This is just to give you guys an idea of what this would look like. Y'all chime in. Let me know, either in the chat or in a comment below. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me get some tape. Use tape, Becky. Okay, I'm going to put this here. We have to pretend that it's black because I don't have any. I can get some. And then it would be stitched down. Let's look. Yeah, no. Not sure about the rickrack. I'm kind of with you on that. Just say no. All right. Yes, no, no. Chenille it. That's possible too. Crafts. Yeah. The mini might be, okay, I'm getting lots of, it would be a bug, but not what I am going for. Ida says, I don't think. Maybe a roach. Ooh, gross. Gross. I don't know. So that's the beauty about doing this. We can take a look at it and see, right? Because I've got 25, I think, of these bugs in here. So chenille it, little black things, and then maybe little chenille antenna, or no. Probably no. Yeah. The quilt pattern name, you'd ask. I'll have to go find it. Let me look. It's from Villa Rosa Designs. Oh, I have that app on my phone. Let me see here. No rickrack, too wide and too short. Yeah, they make skinnier ones. Let's see. Harriet, the answer is yes. Let me see here. What was I got to look for Villa Rosa designs on my phone. There it is. Rose cards. And see, the problem is though, it may not have, they don't have it in, they don't have like a search. The Googles would be better. Search our store. Let me look for Ladybug. And all I got was fabric. I didn't get a pattern. Let me see here. Villa Rosa designs Ladybug pattern. Whoop. You got to spell it right or Google goes, what? I'm pretty sure it was Villa Rosa designs. Oh, now I got to search. I don't know. I don't know the name of the pattern. I know it was a Villa Rosa designs pattern. I just don't. She didn't call it Ladybug, so I don't know. Y'all, they have 400 plus patterns. I looked on, I was looking on Google the other day. Y'all, I have 945 public videos on my channel. That's insane. That's crazy insane. I'm scrolling fast, you guys, and I don't see it. I'll find it. I've got the little card. It's one of those 4x6 cards. Have you guys figured it out yet? Anyway. All right. Let's see. What do I think of Brother's new Aspire design library? I haven't played with that, Pamela. I haven't looked at it at all. So, y'all, Brother's coming out with so much stuff and it's getting away from me, you know? So I don't know. Anyway, it's getting away from me. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, it could be Junebug. Michelle, you're right. Let me do that. You are absolutely right. It's Junebugs. Let me show you guys. They have you can buy the pattern hard copy. Let's see. Thank you, Michelle. It is called Junebugs. Yep. I didn't even think of that. I don't like Junebugs. Here we go. This is it. There it is. So, yeah. So those don't have any of the heads that are facing each other. I didn't get my blocks right. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. You're going to have one instance of it. Yep. Sure enough. That's what it looks like. Junebugs by Villa Rosa Designs. It's an adorable pattern. So I didn't want it to be Junebugs. I wanted it to be Ladybugs. So if I put the little black chenille dots on them, yeah. Dave, next stop, JFK. See you tomorrow. Okay. Have a great flight. Dave's flight attendant. Junebugs don't have antenna. You're right. But the thing is, if I put black chenille dots on it, then they're ladybugs, right? Yeah. That's funny. That is hilarious. You guys are so fun. Hey, I got to get this fabric cut or I'm never going to get, that would make it ladybugs. Yep. Sure enough. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I should have just searched the term bug on their site and I would have found it. Oh, let me show you guys what I'm doing here with Canvas Workspace and show you what I am doing. I know Junebugs are gross. We have them all around here. I hate them. Okay. So this is canvasworkspace.brother.com. You don't have to have a Brother machine to do this. Okay. You don't, a Brother embroidery machine. So I'm going to go to my projects and here's my Santa. Okay. So these are the pieces that, let me pull up the edit button and it'll think about it for an hour or so. Yeah. So here are the pieces and I arrange them on the mat. Now these moon looking pieces right here. This is the hat right here and the hat brim. Those are big pieces of fabric. So I don't know if they're going to be able to fit all on one 24-inch mat. I don't know about that. So I might have to delete one and then download it again and cut it again because those are big. Yeah, that happens. Okay, stop sharing that. Vicky, how do you fix warp panels? Yeah, that's a thing. I flipped them. Yes, ma'am, I did, Pamela. Yep. Mad Crafts, this is a great question. Can you scan from the CM, transfer it to a USB, and use it on the DX? Yes. Okay. Because the file format that both of them use is the same. The scan is going to scan to a .fcm vector graphic, and the machine reads that. The DX reads that. So it should, yeah. How can you get a shape to show up in your canvas, Michelle? Scan it in, right? I don't know what you mean. All right. All right, let me get my mat here. This is my standard tack mat. It's been zigged more than once. I already sent this down last night. So, okay. You'll hold out for the one that makes dinner. All right. Bye, Natalie. Have a great day. Let me turn this so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Turn one larger where the pom-pom and move the pom-pom. We'll figure it out, Carol. We'll do that. We'll figure it out. Okay. So here on the ScanNCut, this is the main menu. Pattern and scan. And pattern are patterns that were in the machine when you bought it. And scan is what we did when I scanned in all of the pieces for the Merry Christmas quilt pattern. So this is it here. This is Merry Christmas, and I'm going to do Santa, okay? So he's got he's got hat, brim, pom-pom, face, nose, and beard. Okay. And to get the yes, ma'am, Peach Cobbler, there is a link to the zig below. Anyway, I think. All right, so I'm going to retrieve data because I want to get that down from Brother Canvas. I'm going to grab and just tap that. Where do I want to get the data from? I can get it from in the machine, from the cloud, from a USB, or I might be cabled to my computer. If you're using the downloaded version of Canvas, you would get it here. Okay, so I want to go to the cloud. I don't use the downloaded version. I should. And here we go. There's all my pieces. So you can see there's the beard, there's the nose, there's the face, there's the pom-pom. And then down here, I've got those two large pieces of fabric. Okay. Now I need to put the fabric on the mat. And I'm going to put it where I can see that it'll work. All right. I'm going to do it that. Let me move my mouse. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So when I put my fabrics, this is on Heat and Bond Light. Okay. And when I put my fabrics on it, I just arrange them. And I cut out there's a hole here because I cut it out so I could flip it upside down and iron it. Right. I just kind of overlap them a little bit. And then they just peel off. Okay, let's see here. So this is the skinny part of that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do both at the same time, you guys. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I can't. Let's see. No, that's on the wrong side. It's fine. I'll just move the piece. So this is all the way up to the 11 line on here. It's big. It's a big piece. And then we go back up. Okay. The nose is up here in the corner. It doesn't have to be exact. We'll get it right in a minute. And the face is right below the nose. Oh, yeah, you can upload to the cloud from the downloaded version. Yes, ma'am, you certainly can. And here's the beard. Right here, it's going to overlap that face a little bit, but I think that's okay. And then, did I have my piece for my pom-pom? I didn't do my piece for my pom-pom. Oh, man. Well, that's okay. I got to do another cut anyway. It's not all going to fit. Okay, and then on my white fabric, I'm going to take a black Crayola marker. I'm going to mark the edges of it because I don't want to not cut it right. I don't want to miss it. And this allows me to see the edge of the fabric. Here's my little face. I can't believe I didn't do my pom-pom. But that's all right. I do have to do 2 runs. No problem. You just, you know, when you're cutting a moon shape, you have to have so much fabric. Okay. This will work. This is all going to be cut off anyway. So yours doesn't show a cloud, Pamela. It just shows the canvas icon. Well, are you connected to the cloud? Have you registered your machine with the cloud? I have a video on how to do that. Let me braid this on here. I got my brayer from my Amy Sews Scan and Cut Create box. It works really well. That's not sticking because it's on other fabric. This isn't good. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to have to take that edge down. Do whatever works, you guys. I'm going to need some tape on that edge. Where'd my tape go? I want you to stay put. Oh, I put everything on upside down. Oh, well, this will be all right. Let me load my mat. I'm rolling the fabric with this brayer. Like I said, I got it from the, this is amysews.com. It came in her Scan and Cut Create subscription box. All right. So I loaded my mat totally upside down. Nose is going to go to the bottom. Face is going to go to the bottom. Nose is, okay. Nose is going to go down here. This piece, let me look at my picture. That's the white. Is that white? That's the red. I don't have the red. Let me get you in here so you can see. I got to do 2 runs on this. I don't have the room. So the red, I'm going to go into edit and hit delete. Okay. Get rid of that. So here's the white piece. That's over here. Okay. The nose is all the way down here. The pom-pom I didn't do. I'm going to hit delete on that and okay. Go back up here. And the face, I got to move down. I had my mat upside down when I was putting all my fabric on. And then the beard is over here. Now, I think that'll work. Is that right? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. So let me click OK. So where the Scan and Cut makes its money is this blue box right here with a bar across it. That's the Scan the Mat bar. Scan the Mat button. I'm going to tell it start. And it's going to pull in the whole mat and take a look at it. Yes, Yorkie Mom, I used that Pampered Chef pie roller for a long time. Matter of fact, my husband took it from me. Let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna get you in. All right. So let's take a look at this. Let me see something. Oh, it's hard to, oh, there, now you can see it. Yeah. So this is the easy one. All right. So I'm going to click on the wrench and it says background. This is dark backgrounds. I'm going to click on light backgrounds and tell it okay. And see, it lets me see it better on the light background. So now I can move this. And that's why I put those black little hash marks. I think that's okay. I don't need to rotate that. Okay. See, you need enough around the edges of it so it holds tight. I think that'll be fine. That's very handy to know how to do that. Okay. Yeah, you guys hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. I'd appreciate that. Y'all are talking about June bugs. I think this is okay. I'm going to tell it okay and select and cut and start. And I've got the rotary blade in, and I like that it's, where are you going? Don't do that. Don't do that. It went all the way down to the nose, which is a single layer. So it tested, hopefully I want, uh-oh. Let's see here. There's my nose. Perfect. No phrase. Perfect, perfect. I didn't want it to, I wanted it to test on the white fabric because the white fabric is backed with, I usually use SF101 to make it more opaque. And I didn't use that this time. I used Heat and Bond Trico, and I'll show you that, guys, that here in a minute. I got to tell you, I'm not a fan. I wasn't pleased with that. Hopefully that works. If not, I may have to cut it again. If you ever have to run 2 cuts, don't take anything off your mat and don't take your mat out. The rotary blade is much better on fabric because it doesn't drag the blade through the fabric. It slices instead of dragging. No, I did not mirror the piece. Yes, I mirrored the pieces, Cindy. I cut with fabric up. I mirrored the pieces in canvas. So they're flipped horizontal in canvas because the pattern pieces themselves, the digitizer, the pattern designer expected that you would, yeah, this didn't cut all the way through. Oh, it did. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I don't like that thread. It did do the depth test, I think, on this. Okay. So what doesn't come off, this is not, this is backed with, okay, that's going to have to be cut manually on that corner. So my Heat and Bond, see how glassy that looks? That's a good adhesion. But sometimes when your fabric has something else on it besides just Heat and Bond, it doesn't cut all the way through. So here's my beard, and that turned out really nice. Love it. Put all these pieces together so they don't grow legs and walk off. And tell it okay and eject. There's my little face. Turned out perfectly fine. Yeah, so what I do, I scan in the pages and then I flip them horizontally in Brother Canvas. because I'm going to be cutting pretty side up. That turned out perfect. And when you do these, you don't want to pull them. They're stuck to the mat pretty good. You want to scrape like pizza so they don't stretch. So that turned out really nice. That's good. That'll work just fine. So now I'm going to pull the design back down again. I'm going to have to make another piece for my pom-pom. So yeah. I'm going to make another prepared fabric piece for the pom-pom, and then I will cut that and the other hat piece. I just didn't have enough space. So when you're using a 12 by 12 mat, you'll probably have to run that one 3 or 4 times. So depending, because these shapes are really big. Yeah, they're really big. You guys, this has been a lot of fun. Boy, we had a lot of conversation, and just like in a good quilting retreat, I really appreciate everybody's input into my Ladybug quilt, because it's going to be a ladybug, not a June bug, right? That's going to be fun. I have got to get some chenille black. I'm going to dig around in my stash and see if I have that right now anyway. So pretty side was up, Erica. I cut it pretty side up. Yep, worked just fine. It's hard to tell on solids. And then on this, you can see the white on white. So that was pretty side up. Okay, for his little beard. How fun. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I love every one of you guys, and I had a wonderful time this morning. I'm inspired. I don't know about you. So you guys have a great day. Go get something under the needle, and we'll see you in the morning. You guys go sew something. Bye.